I wanted to start off by having you share a story from early in your career. If you could take us back to when you were working as a project manager for a Silicon Valley web design firm. One day your phone rings and it's your biggest client. What happened from that point?
It's a good story. Actually, it was in Silicon Alley. We were in the Flatiron District in New York. And it was Men's Health magazine, and it was Mike Corcoran, who is the executive editor of Men's Health Online, gave me a call. And he was not only my biggest client, he was my only client at the firm I was working with, and he was my first client. So this job was my first job on the agency side, my first job in professional services. And I'll never forget it because Mike said to me, I'll paraphrase it. He said, "Kevin, we hate the company you work for, and we've been looking at other agencies in New York, and we don't like any of them. But we like you. So if you had a company, we'd give you our contract." And it was a day that changed, the entire trajectory of my life, my career. And so 30 days later, I had founded a company called Mercury 7. And we started with Men's Health magazine as our anchor client, and then we were able to build from there. And Mike's been a lifelong friend, and he, his career has grown. He became the lead editor for several golf magazines, Golf Digest, whatnot. He's an executive in publishing, living in New York now, and a successful author. Which he wrote a great book called Duel in the Sun, which I would recommend to you and anyone. It's a phenomenal book. It's on Amazon.
When he made that proposal to you, there must have been such a mix of emotions on your part. What was it that led you to think, I'm willing to take this risk, I'm willing to take that next step and go off on my own to form my own company?
Prior to that call, I had never considered starting a company. And what was very much to my benefit was that I had my wife's uncle, who was an angel investor, and whom I barely knew. But when I came home, I told my wife what happened. She's like, "You have to call Uncle Nick." And so I called Nick, and he said, "Kevin, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. You can't let it pass you up. This will change you fundamentally as a human being. I can't tell you enough how important it is you take this step. And in years from now, you're going to thank me." I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I trusted him. I trusted Mike and the Men's Health crew, and I went for it.